Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please. Yeah. She got a way of making the block free. Cash please. Yeah. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please.
And we're back. It's your boy Dr. Shep coming back across the track once again, my friend. Walked on water and I walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, welcome back yet again to another episode of 1.0. And I'm your host, Dr. Shep. And today we're going to kick off our new season, man. This is our third season. Can you believe that? We have hung in there for 3 seasons. Me, my producer Q, my co-producer Miss Amanda. We have been 10 toes down for this here podcast. And I am so happy to reach this here pinnacle of having a third season. And I know I've been away for a minute. That's because, the show's been coming in. So they've kind of been falling in a gray area where I have to choose one and I have to choose to make a living so I can come back and do this thing for y'all. Can you dig it? But I'm here tonight, and as always, we gonna talk a little something here at the doctor's office. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And since I've been gone, there's been several things that have came up. The biggest thing that I've been interested in. Well, first, I might well go ahead and tell y'all the church announcements. Okay, I will be back in Galveston, Texas, May 10th. At Club 68. I'll be back in Galveston, Texas, and I'll be bringing my boy Blame with me, and it's gonna be an absolute, funny bone cracker, you dig? So if you're interested in the show, hit me up, drop me in my DM down there, and I'll tell you the information on how to get tickets and where to go and all that, like that. You dig? And also, I'm looking to do another show in Lufkin. So y'all let me know if you're ready. Now you gotta let me know if you're ready. So when I get enough people to say they're ready, I'm coming. And it's a possibility I can be bringing my boy Brubman with me. So y'all let me know, cause it seems like you're ready. You dig what I'm saying? It seems like you're ready. So keep that in mind. I'll be in Galveston, Texas, May 10th. So if you're in the area or if you want to come to the show, please give me a shout out. So tonight, man, we got a couple of subjects. We gonna freestyle it out tonight. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? And on the opener of the new season, I like to feel things out. From my previous shows, I like to see if y'all been listening or not. So this new thing, I call this the Eclipse Edition. Because the eclipse is coming up. What is that, April the 8th, I believe? Yeah. And this eclipse is not like, the ones we used to see. This is a special eclipse. And it's going to come through Texas. Now, I don't know about y'all. I done seen several eclipses in my lifetime. And they seem to be making special provisions for this eclipse on April the 8th. It's not like the other eclipses. This eclipse has several significance, to the Bible and all of that. So it's not like other eclipses, and they not treating it like other eclipses. You dig what I'm saying? They in some states, school is gonna be out on that day. I don't never remember getting a free day because the eclipse was coming. All they told us, don't look at the sun, take this piece of cardboard, look to this hole, or that's what they did for us. But we never got out of school for no eclipse, cuz. So what y'all letting these children out of school for an eclipse? It's kind of strange, kind of odd. And the National Guard is going to be deployed. Yes, sir. The National Guard will be deployed in several areas. And they are advising people to have at least 3 days of provisions, meaning water, food, gas. And they say it's because of the influx of people that would be going to certain areas to experience this here eclipse. Now, I don't know about you. We've had several eclipses. Now, I'm 52 years old, and if you're around that age, you've seen plenty of eclipses. I mean, you remember when you used to have to look through a piece of little cardboard or a piece of paper that you had to cut because they told you that you couldn't look at an eclipse because you'll go blind. Turns out, there's never been a case of anybody going blind by looking at an eclipse. Now, I'm here today to tell you that. I looked at one. Now, my blindness didn't come from that. It came from violence. It didn't come from looking at no eclipse. Y'all that know me, know the inside joke on that. But yeah, man. So this eclipse is not like any other. This is a special eclipse. I mean, get out of school special. I mean, deploy the National Guard special. I mean, have provisions for 3 days special. Now, people, if you're still running around not paying attention to this countdown to this day, because they're telling you that your cell phones might not work because people will be using them more. This is some crazy shit. Like, people don't use their cell phones every day. Every person you see is on their cell phone every day. So what's going to be different? They're going to have two of them using it at the same time, or it's going to jam the system. But this is what they're saying. That your cell phone may not work. You did? That there won't be enough provisions for the locals in the town and the people that are coming in the town. So you have to buy your provisions now. Water, gas, food. You need these 3 things for 3 days straight. Maybe, possibly 7 is what they saying. What you mean possible? I mean, what is this motherfucking game of tonk, spade? Where you going? I got 3 in a possible. That's how you say. That's how you play spade, right? Hey, I got 3 in 4 possibles. Yeah, that's what they telling us, man. And my concern is, are you listening? Because it can very well be true. We've went through several instances here in just in the last 3 years where you had to have your provisions together. Whether it was weather, whether it was, pandemic, or whether it was a shortage, because we suffered all these things here in the last 3 years. So here on 1.0, we trying to make sure that, you fix your own business. Don't wait till the day before they tell you that you can't get nothing off your credit card because the banks is, the internet is out. Don't wait till then. Go get you some dollars, put them somewhere. You ain't got to spend them. And if this here don't go down like it go down, go put it back where you got it from. Simple as that. Go get you some non-perishables. Non-perishables. You understand? Enough for 3 days, they say. 7 possible. Because we don't know when the phones go out. You understand me? We don't know when, our computers don't work, what kind of, jam that's going to put us in. So you have to count that in also. Now, this is a real thing. This line of totality that's about to cross over Texas and other states is a real thing. This is not no, stargazing type of thing. Everybody's going to witness this. Okay? So we're not talking something that's not possible of happening. This is going to happen. And from what I hear, we're going to have several minutes of darkness. But when that darkness happens, it could happen before the darkness happens, when our telephone lines will not work. Now, we had a winter storm here in Houston, Texas. That was all of a sudden, and our cell phones did not work. And it was a winter storm, like just a winter storm, and our cell phones didn't work. And I can only imagine in this day and time what kind of calamity that caused. So I'm saying, take this serious. Don't take this as if this is 2012 and because the world didn't end. All this is not. This is real this time. And our world works with other celestial bodies, meaning the moon and the sun. The sun is basically our God because it provides us with food, life, everything. It provides us with everything, light and everything. So that's basically our God. So it's definitely an effect from these two celestial bodies, but they're going to cross each other in a way that hadn't happened in a while. And if you were old enough for the last time this has happened, for one thing, you old as fuck. And another thing, you should know that what happened during these times. The last time these things happened, earthquakes came. The last time before that, when it happened, we were in World War I or II. It's something always historic happens when this type of eclipse happens. It's not just something that you go out and look at and view. A change comes about during this time. When the Bible speaks of that, when this happens, that you are near judgment. Not the world, but somebody. Somebody is near judgment when these occurrences happen. Or either it's calamity that happens. When I mean by calamity, I mean war and all these here other kind of things that man makes. So we have to be aware of what's happening to us now. The entertainment cannot be more important than 3 days of you not having entertainment. You know what I mean? It cannot be, chasing the bag cannot be more important when the bag don't matter. When your life skills matter. When your survival skills matter. What have you done to cultivate those things? But in this instance, you're being warned. Not warned, you being advised. Everybody can do what you want to do. If you want to ride it out 3 days, you got it. Hey, man, more power to you. But when I speak, I have a method to my madness, because there's a lot of single mothers out there that don't have this and not supposed to really have it. but they've had to learn some of it because they are single mothers. You dig? What about those people? Because they single mothers, they deserve to be not informed. Now, I'm going to inform you here on 1 Point Motherfucker Zero because I understand. I have sisters and who are single mothers, friends, all that who are single mothers, and they need this information. So I'm gonna bring it to them because Tom, Dick, and Harry might not be interested in that when you're over there eating up all the kids' Cheerios and shit, you know. But I'm gonna give it to you. So what you need is you need a bunch of batteries. What you need is you need a bunch of candles. What you need is you need a bunch of non-perishable foods. You know, a good idea is those ready and heat packaged foods that you can have for years and they don't go bad. And if you can afford it, you need a generator. All these things make it tolerable if something like what they're explaining does happen. Okay? You don't want to be caught out like that because if you don't have what you need, then you're obviously going to become a part of the people who will be out there trying to get what they need and not, you know, rightfully, you know, you don't want to become one of those people. Because there's people that's out there, these folks been getting ready for that type of behavior. They've been getting ready for it. So, while it's calm before the storm, I urge you just to go do these things. You should do these things anyhow. It's nothing like really special to go buy 4 cases of water and put it in your storage or your garage or wherever you store it at. It's not uncommon for, you know, people to go buy excessive amount of meat and put it in their freezer. It's not uncommon for you to go and buy you things to help you make fire. You dig what I'm saying? Fire is very important. You know, you need lanterns, you need gasoline, you need all these things. Which is not really a lot. It's just that we living in a life of convenience, and these things are not important because we have what we need at a fingertip, you know, or a push a button. But we're not living in those times right now, people. We're living in times where they're telling us that these things could happen. Normally it just happens. But they're warning us because there's nothing they could really do about it. Has nothing to do with politics or taxes or the price of gas. This is celestial that's about to happen to this planet that we've been living on that we really don't know nothing about because they didn't teach this shit in high school. Can you dig that? But I'm not going to use my platform to entertain you to make you more numb to what reality is right now. I'm not going to use my platform for that. It's a time for that. I love entertaining. I love entertaining people. I love what I do. But my job is to really inform you. I do that through comedy and make you laugh about what's ugly about us or what's bad about us or what's bad about, you know, we laugh at those things. But this is not that time, not this hour on 1 Point Motherfucking Zero. Because it's a serious fact that these things are happening. And it's a serious fact that these things do change where we live, planet Earth. There are vibrations that get replaced. And when those vibrations are replaced, that has a reaction on our reality. If you understand what I'm saying. Those who are awoke You dig what I'm saying? Those who are not, keep listening and learn. But April 8th, the sun and the moon are going to cross each other like they, and it's going to create a line of what they call the line of totality. And from what my research says, this is kind of like X marked the spot where judgment is going to be put. And I hate to say it, I think we're in the line of totality. So you might want to get your business together too while we at it. I'm not saying the world gonna end or nothing, but there is a change that's gonna happen because it's happened before. And history shows us what happened when this happened. So I don't know if we're gonna be any different because we're definitely in a condition to be judged. I ain't lying. We talking like, if I wanted to say Sodom and Gomorrah status, but shit, we make them look like, Catholic school. If not for real. we make them Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, that's how bad. So a lot of us might want to be taking May 8th serious for whatever change is going to happen, which, you know, you should be used to in the last 3 years, 4 years, man. So much change has happened. It's ridiculous. I mean, my head is spinning on how much change has happened. And my head is spinning because I was one of the ones that didn't pay attention. And it will make your head spin when you're all of a sudden hit with reality like that, if you hadn't been paying attention. So that's my effort here tonight on my opening show on 1.0 is to bring you something that's good for you and that you should listen to. Because these people have made us so reliant on what they gave us to replace physical movement, actual doing something. They replaced it with buttons and remote controls and voice activated bitches. You dig what I'm saying? And you have to know that it's going to come the time when they just swipe all that away. Because y'all talking this shit about waking up and doing this here and doing that there. Oh, yeah? Say, look here, look out, AT&T. Y'all cut all that shit out. T-Mobile, you bitches do the same. Verizon, I know you niggas is Jews, but yeah, cut that shit out. And let's see how y'all act then. How you act when you lose your phone? Yeah, just like that. Fuck around and leave your phone somewhere. And it's just like that. So, me being in deeply thought as I am, I would suggest that you lay that phone down or whatever you're using of convenience. I would lay it down for a week, man, and start training yourself to what to do without it and how to do without it. Because we come from, you dig? Let me remind you, before it was telephones, you talked to motherfuckers. Before it was cell phones. Before it was microwaves, you had some groceries. And it was hot groceries. Stayed hot all day long on that stove. You did? Before it was fancy ways to ride around, you had a ride. God damn it, if you missed the bus, you rode your feet. You understand? So don't be in a state of mind that this convenience that they gave us, if you lose it, then you just lost it. No, you haven't lost it. You've been freed. Maybe you'll get up and go outside and let some of the, these melanated groceries that are free out here, absorb in your skin. You did. Maybe that's what we need to do. Start laying this stuff down so it don't be so traumatic when it's taken. Because that's what they really warned us about for these here April 8th or whatever is going to go down that day. That's what they warned us about. All this stuff that we gave y'all, it ain't gonna work. Now don't y'all go crazy. Cause we done told you. Go get you some shit for 3 days. You understand me? Whoever you want to talk to, make sure you invite them to the house. Or send them a letter. You still can get some mail. If y'all still know how to write letters, you know. So now we in a text message world, in an email world. Writing letters is a lost art. So you niggas better start bringing out some notebook paper. If you got somebody you want to talk to around May the 8th. So you want to write that letter around May the 4th. Because U.S. mail take at least 3 days, you know. I'm just saying. Because when your phone go off, I'm the first person you're going to think about. Man, I should have sent that letter out Sunday. Yeah. So there we are. There we are. On that subject, y'all. And just remind me, man, just remember, if you're listening, go get you some batteries. Go get you some candles. If you have a generator, get it out, crank it up, make sure it's good. Get you plenty of water. Make sure you got some non-perishable food. You know, you don't want to get anything that has to be refrigerated in case, electricity might be funny too. But just in case, get you some ice, and all these items should hold you down for those 3 days of whatever should come. But they're talking like 3 days solid. Now this event only supposed to last 40 minutes or something like that. But because of all of what they saying could happen because of influx of visitors, I guess that's gonna mess up your cell phone. Because all people gathered in the same place and something like, however they explain that. But y'all make sure y'all do that, and I hope I've informed you to the point where you understand what you need to have in case these things do come about. So let's move on. Man, look here. I have been so happy because I've been performing again, and as the subject that I just talked about, all the stuff that has went on, I got so much to talk about. I ain't lying. I can't wait to do my one-man stand again. I've been thinking about it, and I was supposed to do it, but like I said, my shows picked up, and they kind of conflicted with the nights that I do my show on. But I can't wait to do the one-man stand. Y'all got it coming. You understand what I'm saying? I had forgot about it, and I got the perfect, show for you. I've been thinking about it, and I want to show you just what a comedian have to do. Y'all have to excuse the noise out here. I am outside at the Honeybee Lounge, and it's getting kind of windy out here, so y'all can excuse the noise. But yeah, man, my show in Galveston, and then I got a show tomorrow night here in Houston, Texas, with my boy Blame the Comic, which will be he'll be at my show in Galveston, Texas on May 10th. Man, what do y'all think about the state of music right now? I'm really seeing that it's about to change because of all of the pretty much all the filth that's coming out of the music industry right now. I think people are really wanting to go back to soulful music and when people were singing about love or whatever, because this music has really hypnotized our youth in a way to where I don't even think they could be reached. I think this is just like a generation you just gotta let burn out. You know, like back in the 80s and 90s when you had all, crack was, the epidemic back then. You had all those crackheads, but eventually they either went to jail or they died. You know what I'm saying? So that generation kind of dwindled. And that's the same thing with rap right now. And not just rap, but R&B, because it's kind of like one and the same. They do the same thing. That singing, rap, and singing is no different with them. Now, you knew the difference between Run DMC and the Isley Brothers. You knew the difference between them when you heard the music, but that's not that way no more. So, and the things that they're saying and what they're promoting is just, it's absolutely mind blowing when you think about it, because somebody plays it on the radio. I remember back in the day, not back in the day, just here recently, not too long ago, they had a song called "Get It Back in Blood." I mean, what do you think that means? But you didn't have to think, because they was telling you in the song. And nowadays, because we have communications and radios and TVs everywhere, children are not safe from this type of stuff. And then, just for me to say that now, I mean, it's old to say, because it's been happening so long that it's created this whole generation of children, and this is how they think and how they act. And for, like, in my neighborhood, you almost feel trapped where you live. And if you don't have an idea of how to make your world where you live, then going out there is very dangerous. And you really don't even have to go out there, because it'll come into your yard sometime. And that's the way things are now. But when I was coming up, I mean, you used to be able to walk from one side of town to the other and come back. Yeah, you had your little, whatever, but it wasn't to this extent. And for me to be my age and have to live in this reality, it's kind of crazy, man. Because you have to really reteach yourself on how to be. You know what I mean? Your parents raised you and sent you to school. You graduated. You raised kids, sent them to school. They done graduated, and they working on getting them some kids. And now you have to relearn on how to be, because some of us thought it was a good idea to disclude the values that our mamas and our grandmothers gave us, because we didn't think they raised us right, and they probably didn't, but they kept us alive. They made us say yes ma'am and no ma'am. They showed us what tea cakes was. You dig what I'm saying? They gave us the best collard greens, the best corn on the cob, the best hot water cornbread. We got the best of that in exchange for going to church on Sunday, for emptying the trash, for, washing the dishes. And it was a good exchange. What exchange do you young people have with y'all siblings and your children? Is it hot water cornbread, or is it pizza from Pizza Hut? You did? Is it that cake bowl, or is them little sour power things you get at the corner store? See what they gave us, I talk about now, and I'm 52. You think your kids will be talking about sour powers at my age? You think they'll be talking about Pizza Hut? How great it was at Grandmama House, Pizza Hut? And my point is that values that you could easily install in people that we just overlook. And if we're not, I just told y'all about what's about to happen on the 8th. If you're not paying attention to that, and you're not instilling some sort of values in your home, man, what the fuck is you doing? That's what I want to know. If you're not paying attention to what's really happening in the world, which is good that you're not, because it's an ugly place out here. But if you're not doing that, and you're not, you know, giving up the true game in your own house, then what the fuck are you doing? Now I will give y'all this. A lot of us don't know what we're doing because we don't know where the fuck we at. We don't know what the fuck time it is. We don't know what the fuck is next. So when you don't know nothing, man, you be still and you go within yourself. You find out who you are until all this other shit get, to whatever happens, happens. And that's why I'm saying, and the only way you're gonna find out who you are is to fucking be here. Now, I'm not putting down nobody, but my idea of, you know, this generation is that y'all die in the parking lot of Walmart motherfuckers. So if I can't leave your ass in the parking lot till I go and buy some new sheets, nigga, and I come back and you dead, dog, what are you dying for? Man, look, how the fuck you gonna survive 3 days? And I can't go in here in Walmart and get me some little Debbie's and some goddamn wine, and I come back out and you dead. And I was just in there 15, 20 minutes, son. What did you die? What did you out here dying for? Shit. How y'all gonna deal with 3 days? So my point is that we all need to do better with informing each other. Because now it's not a plaything no more. You don't get a do-over. We don't get do-overs now. But that's what we allow our children to think by, because they all got PlayStations, and you can hit the X and restart, and if you die, you can come back. You got 3 other men, and that's their mentality, and they don't know that that's not true. Whether you know it or not, they don't know that that's not true. So here in my opener, I like to open with something, that has some sort of meat to it, to where we can all think. Because the less people that I have to help during a tragic time, man, that's a good thing. And y'all gonna make yourself victims if you do not heed what these people are telling you. It's not me saying it, I'm just repeating what they saying. Now I doubt, if it's not shut down now, if your cell phone's working now, you ain't having no problems, but you having problems. You can't do things right now and your cell phone is working. What you gonna think gonna happen when all that get cut off for a few days? You can't get no gas. Cause what they say, all the people gonna buy all that. And you got a lot of single mothers that got men in their house that don't know how to change a tire. So let's do something about this. I'm even willing to go so far to give a 1 point motherfucking 0 on how to start you a fire, how to be warm, how to stay cool, how to cook outside, because I think that's the need that we have right now more than the new dance or the new craze or what Lil Boosie said. I think what Beyonce country song gonna do and all that kind of shit. I think that's the need that we really need, that y'all are ignoring for yourselves. You know, and it's not something that I'm talking about that had not happened. This has happened to us just a year or two ago. It's happened during COVID. So it's not that it's impossible, y'all. And to help yourself, you have to start it with instilling this into whoever's in your immediate, Fab Five. Everybody has to know what to do and when to do it and how to do it and how to turn it on and how to turn it off and yeah, where to find this and where to find that. But that's just it. They made us so impersonal. All the how do's is on Facebook and on TikTok. When that goes off, then what? We're so impersonal that we won't even share this information with our neighbors. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me just for a second. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. I got some barbecue going there. I had to check on. And looking lovely. I wanted to get me a piece, but I don't want to eat it on camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make y'all hungry. I can't share it with you through this here phone, but you might be able to scratch and sniff. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's a beautiful night out here. It's a beautiful night out here at Honeybee Studios, and I have had a wonderful night as I always do here on 1.0. And I'm gonna try to fulfill my promise of doing the one man stand again. It was kind of popular amongst my friends and my family, so like I said, I've already planned what I'm gonna do that night. So y'all really need to check in. And if you're new here, I want to say welcome. This is Dr. Shep's doctor's office here, and as before, when I first started this podcast, I said this is my living room or my doctor's office, and this is where we have living room conversations at. And there's no subjects that are off limits here. But what we try to do here, we try to be funny also because I am a comedian, but we also try to educate, not just try to make it seem like I know more than you know. But when I find out something, I'm coming to tell you. You dig what I'm saying? Now, with that in mind, uh, as I said before, I am looking to do a show in Lufkin, Texas. It's been a minute since I've done one. The last one I done was about a year and a half ago. So I'm looking to come down to Lufkin and do a show down at the Pines Theater. I'm looking to bring Brother Man to y'all and a few other comics. And I'm going to need your support. As always, you always do support me, but I'm going to need your support in that. And like I said before, I'll be down in Galveston, Texas, May 10th for a comedy show there. I have a comedy club down there that I do. and it'll be the second show. The first show was very successful, so they wanted to do it again. And I would love to see some of my hometown folks, you understand me, and my East Texas folks come down and kick it with old Dr. Shep. Man, it's been a wonderful night. I have enjoyed talking to y'all. It was just kind of freestyle subject night, and we're gonna be back on it next Friday. Uh, hopefully, probably next Friday. Might surprise y'all with the one man stand. I'm gonna let Q know before Friday if that's what we're gonna do, because I said I was gonna do it for y'all, and I was supposed to do it probably a Friday ago, but I got into my shows, got busy, and totally, you know, didn't have time to even go do my podcast. But we're back on track, and I want to thank everybody for chiming in tonight. But please chime in next week, because I think I'm gonna hit y'all with that surprise. But until then, coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Y'all take one of these and call me in the morning. And I want to give a big shout out to my mother company, man, Black Earth Inc., and to my producer, Q, and my co-producer, as always, Miss Amanda. Man, we all in the building. Don't forget, coming up May 10th, I'll be in Galveston, Texas, at Club 68, doing a comedy show, man. That'll be one y'all don't want to miss if you're in town. And if you're out of town, come into town and check me out. But until then, man, much love, and be good to each other. We're out.
Can't get a game for free. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee.